Ooh, boy, I tell you, man, you just can't make none of this stuff up. You cannot make none of this stuff up, man. Can't make it up. Now we have the other, best friend. Yeah. We got the other best friend now. You know what I'm saying? We got the other best friend. What up? Salute to you. Salute to you. Man, we got the other best friend now coming out. And these are that's why that call that was made when they were alleging that the boat was sinking or whatever. It makes all the sense in the world now. These are some spoiled, no good, pathetic brats. That's what they are, y'all. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's right. The truth is definitely coming. They are some spoiled brats. Now, I haven't even looked at the entire, hey, baby, I haven't looked at the entire interview. And from what I started out watching at first, I will say this here, man. If they didn't do it, I'd be highly surprised. The things that they are saying. The things that they are saying. And to hear, Tristan, the one who we're going to look at, say that he gave his normal death gifts, I have never seen anyone, say they have given their death gifts or their death gifts to, the grieving family. I heard somebody say, yeah, they gave him, flowers or, card or something. But you right. They are definitely tripping themselves up, messing with Raccoon Tatum. Yes, they are. We got the call from when the boat was allegedly sinking, and from Cito, we got the call from them. Will that be enough? But see, baby, you're absolutely correct. But see, here go my issue with this here. Even if they were to be brought in for questioning or, they're not gonna press them like they would do if it was some black kids in there, because they all know the truth. They all know the truth. They all know what happened to Nolan. And they won't get pressed like if it was somebody else. But the fact that I think I made it up to the part to where this boy got up here and said, well, Tristan, Nolan isn't fully black. Duh. We know his mom is half Filipino. We know that. Yeah. But the police already knew what time it was. They already knew. Was it jealousy, y'all? Was it over that girl, Katie? You know, the dispatcher from Cito said they had a lot of calls come in that day. But she remembered that call specifically because Warren, or whoever that was, I think that was Warren on the phone, was so damn rude. She said she remembered that call. They had over 1,000 some calls. She said she remembered that one with no problem because this son of a bitch was just rude, obnoxious, just spoiled, just a brat. And she remembered that one with ease. Baby, they say not jealous. It was white folks from Mississippi being white folks from Mississippi. And you got the ones that want to be white, but they got, like Tristan, he don't pass the paper brown test, so the paper bad test, so he thinks he's a white boy. I want to listen to this, y'all. And I said, why not do it with my people? Make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Man, this is crazy. Unbelievable. And another thing I noticed, even off the bat, even from Warren's interview to this Boys Hill interview that he didn't gave, they are really going at, Attorney Crump. They're really going at Ben Crump. This fool said his rights were violated. Ain't that something? How, fool? How was your rights violated? And if you didn't do nothing, you have nothing to hide. Why would you even say that your rights were violated? Why would you say that? The posture, him holding his... Now, they told me this. I don't know how true this is, y'all. But when one sits and their arms are folded for long periods of time, that's a sign of nervousness, guilt. Yeah. I pray and hope that somebody finds some on them that's so damaging that they can get his mother some peace. Exactly. Sit up, defensive posture, all interview. But let's kick it off, y'all. I don't know if y'all don't watch this yet. I haven't watched all of it, but I'm gonna start it from the beginning.
Have anything to do with Nolan's death?
No.
Do you have personal knowledge of someone directly in your friend group having anything to do with Nolan's death?
No, not at all.
Now, before we even get started, ain't this the sucker that sat up there and said that he was the one over there arguing, and the one that he said that was him on the recording? Like this woman don't know her son's voice. Like Like she don't know her son's voice. Exactly. 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 For pay. And now he has to say what he has been told to say. Can't turn back now. No tear. No type of, grief. Just nothing. Just cold, man. Just cold. And I'm gonna tell you something. Old boy that's giving his interview, him being an ex-cop, he know. He know. He know. He know.
So I saw you on television. You had an interview, and I felt like you laid out a few things that I think the world needs to know and be clear about.
Okay.
And the first one is the relationship that you had with Nolan. Can you explain your relationship with Nolan?
Yeah, I will. So his mom got on TV, as everybody has seen, and said that she didn't know me. And man, that can't be farther from the truth. Me and Nolan, I met Nolan in ninth grade in our second block class. It was math. He was one of the first guys I made friends with. It was somebody I made a connection to. Like off rip, he was an athlete. I could tell he was an athlete when I walked into class. We sat really close to each other, and all he did, he turned around and asked me for a pencil when I first met him in ninth grade when I moved to Ocean Springs. Man, it was tough, and the relationship there has always been best friend in my eyes. I never wanted to take away how close somebody else was with Nolan, but Nolan was my best friend. That was a guy I knew I could call at any point in time. He called me at 11 o'clock on the 4th to see where I was parked at. Man, me and Nolan have countless nights of him giving me advice on my girlfriend, on my life in general. Nolan has been the only friend, and I love my friends and my best friend in this group of guys, but Nolan has been the only person that ever tell me like he's proud of what I've done. He's proud of how hard I worked. He's proud of me going overseas to go play ball. That was my guy. Like that was my best friend.
This dude comes straight out the gate. Pretty much called this dude mother a fucking liar. She don't know y'all, man. She made it very clear. She may have seen you suckers before. She don't know y'all. Y'all ain't never spent the night over at the house or came over to play the Xbox or the PlayStation. Maybe, hitched a ride to practice or picked up from practice. Ain't never, ever met this woman. And then get on this interview with this clown and call this woman a liar. And to add insult to injury, what's up with all this best friend shit? When do motherfuckers, brothers be like, that's my best friend. We be like, yeah, that's my partner there, man. Yeah, that's my homie there. Somebody that's close to me has sat on my couch ate dinner at the table with us. Been invited over for dinner. Well, these people got some nerve, man.
Yeah, and so how does it make you feel when the media activists are coming out and alluding to the fact that you may have something to do with what happened to Nolan on that day?
Man, that hurts. It hurts is an understatement. I beat myself up every night I lay down. Beat myself up anytime it crosses my mind. Because in my head, if I wasn't drinking, if I didn't get into that altercation, maybe I would be able to do something. Maybe I would have saw something. Maybe I would have told Nolan, hey, man, you're not going with that girl. Just come back with us. We're going back a little bit later. We can go meet up with the guys later.
So he just said he would have told Nolan, man, you're not going with that girl. Damn, baby, I think you called this earlier. That they was going to try to throw this on the girl. And that's exactly what he just did. Same thing Warren, that Katie girl. Boy.
Maybe it just plays out different. And then the fact that they're going to play that is I'm already trying to mourn my friend's death as is, and I'm blaming myself for it. To put that in my head is a next level of hurt that can't be truly explained. Because, man, it's hard to put into words. Generally, it's backstabbing from a sense of a community that I thought I had with my skin color, and they stay so strong together, and I'm supposed to be one of them, but I come up and I speak, and now I'm the person to blame. Now I'm not dark enough for them. I'm not black enough for them, and now I'm the issue. It doesn't make sense in my head. It doesn't make sense.
Was Nolan?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. What I'm getting from this shit is he trying to make himself seem like he's the fucking victim. He trying to make himself seem like the victim. When this woman and this man that sat over here and lost their son. He not dark enough. He's not black enough. Fuck out of here, man. We know who you ride with, man. We know what side of your genes you ride with. Because if you were, you wouldn't be doing this shit that you was doing. Sitting up here talking to this clown. Did he get paid? Yeah, I think so. Or, he think that he gonna get right on up in there. What up, big player Ray? Salute to you for the jewels, my boy. He think he gonna get right on up in there and he gonna be one of the the good ones. He gonna be one of the good ones, if all this play out the way that they have orchestrated this shit to play out. Find your ass in goddamn ditch somewhere.
Nolan, I mean, obviously you were in a friend group, but the way the media makes it seem is that almost as if Nolan was the only black person in this whole friend group. Now they don't even mention you. They don't bring you up in this whole thing when it comes to what happened at Horn Island. So what's your take on Nolan being presented as like the only black kid in a group of all these white boys?
That's crazy, man. I know we've spoken a little bit, but that friend group that I'm a part of to this day was the first friend group I was in when I moved to Ocean Springs as a new kid coming in. I never knew any of them. I'd known one kind of, sort of, back from grade school because we went to the same private school together. But that was it.
Oh, you
That
went
was
to
it.
private
And
school, huh?
him being the only black person, minority, any of that measure is insane. Our friend group is diverse from the max. Like, we have a mixed guy. I mean, we had Nolan in our friend group. There's an Asian a part of our friend group. There's a Latino that they're trying to perceive as white. He's truly authentic Mexican. His parents are from Mexico. They came over legally and they did everything right, and he's been here since. It blows my mind because our friend group is not a friend group that sees race. Our friend group sees what good you do for other people, what good you bring, and how the type of person you truly are and where your morals lie. That's one thing in common. Me and my friends might not agree on everything, but our morals align. Our morals know. So for them to even make that narrative up really shows you have no idea what it's like down here on the coast. You have no.
Well, I know that, baby. Why did you say that? I was talking about him. He said he come from a private school. I didn't say Nolan parents were hurting for money or anything. I know they were well off.
No idea how tight knit Ocean Springs as a community is. You don't understand it. You don't see the thousands of kids in the high school football stands cheering their team on. Nobody cares what color you are. We're there to have fun and to just live. And that's how Nolan lived. That's how I live now. I'm growing up and I have more big boy stuff, but in high school, all I cared about was going to hang out with my guys. And I mean, on a personal level that leads off of it, is like, it got me in trouble with my girlfriend just because I wanted to be with the guys. I never once thought, man, they look at me different. Man, I'm kind of an outcast to them. No. All their moms have always welcomed me with open arms. Anytime I needed anything, I knew I could call them and their parents, and they would do anything in the world for me.
Well, that would be the case, bro. But Nolan's mom said she didn't even know you, bro. She didn't know you. Why would that woman lie and say that she didn't know you? She said she knew Javon. I got a question to ask y'all that's in here. Do y'all think that when Javon's mother went over there to go get that phone, is there a possibility that she knew Javon was over there and maybe Javon may have known where Nolan was or what happened to Nolan or what he may have heard? Is there a possibility that could have happened as well? Because see, at this moment here, I don't trust now one of them. I don't trust now one of them. This dude hasn't unfolded. He hasn't unfolded his arms since he been on that couch. And he's still calling this woman a liar. Boy, these boys, they ain't got no, man. They didn't give a fuck about Nolan. Ain't no tears. No choke ups. Nothing, man. Just cold, man. Just cold.
So with Crump pushing this narrative, it's wrong.
Yeah,
It's completely wrong, especially about our friend group.
Yeah, I find it, especially after talking to you, meeting some of the guys, that it seems like there was an agenda. But can you walk us through just your perspective from that day? I don't know if did you go with them initially? Were you a part of the
So
group that went to Horn Island?
So I wasn't no clear that up. No, I was not on the boat with them. Yes, I was a part of the group that was supposed to go out. So the only reason why I did not go on the boat is I got begged to go, but my uncle, we also took 12 people out on our boat, not including us two, so 14. And my uncle knows the passengers wouldn't have helped. Generally wouldn't have helped with anything. With that many people on a boat, you need a little bit of help. So my uncle was like, hey, can you just ride out with me and you can go do your thing throughout the day on the island? I don't care. I don't need you. I just need help to get out there and then pick everything up. Because I know all these people are going to be drunk and they're not going to want to do the extras that nobody sees about going out on the boat, right? And
but when you fucking fucked up, Negro, when you fucked up, when you the motherfucker that they said they had to, carry out and calm down because you were enraged over there and that was you over there in a fight, arguing with somebody. But now this motherfucker threw his uncle in the game, saying yeah, you come on with me, man, cause I know you gonna be straight, man. You gonna help do this here and do that there. Ain't no fucking way. Cause you was fucked up. They think of friends different. My family and sister know my real friends. My neighbors claim I'm their friend. But they don't know my family, and I have never been in my house. Got you. Javon is mixed with a black mom who went and got the phone and is friends with Nolan's mom. Don't know what his dad is, though. But this fella here is a straight clown. No doubt. Indoor say motherfucking body language. Yeah, he's sitting there with his arms folded, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, Adam's apple, you know what I'm saying, dropping, he got the, the sticky throat, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's him.
So I told Wyatt that, and oops, my bad. But I told him.
It's good.
I told him that, and
what did it say?
I don't need you. I just need help to get out there and then pick everything up. Because I know all these people are going to be drunk and they're not going to want to do the extras that nobody sees about going out on the boat, right? And so I told Wyatt that, and oops, my bad. But I told him.
It's good.
I told him.
Why would he say that, y'all? Why would he say, oops, my bad? I think Wyatt is the motherfucking culprit, y'all. I think Wyatt is the guy that we need to be really focused on. Wyatt was the one sitting up there, screaming at Nolan, telling him to get the fuck on the boat and all this type of bullshit. And then here go this clown here sitting up there saying, I told Wyatt that. Then he look at the raccoon over here and say, oh, my bad. Why would he say that? They ain't supposed to bring Wyatt's name up. They ain't supposed to say Wyatt's name in the interview. Is that why he said my bad? I think Wyatt is the guy, y'all, that we need to be looking at. I think Attorney Ben Crump and them know that's the sucker that, may have caused all this shit on that damn island in that boat. So he was a suck out there fighting with his girlfriend so bad a stranger had to step in. Shh. My
told him
bad.
that, and I told him everything, which was go to plan. We were leaving a little bit earlier than them. I was gonna try to have a spot saved out, and Nolan calls me at 11 o'clock. I missed his phone call. Called me twice. I missed both of them. I saw Wyatt and Nolan on the boat. They pulled right in front of our boat, and they were screaming. I turned my head and I was like, "Yo, there's a spot over there." Where they end up anchoring out. I helped
Hold
them
on. Pause, y'all. Pause. Didn't Warren say that they got out there about 11:15 or something like that? Go back. Let me go back.
I don't need you. I just need help to get out there and then pick everything up. Because I know all these people are going to be drunk and they're not going to want to do the extras that nobody sees about going out on the boat, right? And so I told Wyatt that, and oops, my bad. But I told him
It's good.
I told him that.
Wow.
And I told him everything, which was go to plan. We were leaving a little bit earlier than them. I was gonna try to have a spot saved out. And Nolan calls me at 11 o'clock. I missed his phone call. Called me twice. I missed both of them. I saw Wyatt and Nolan on the boat. They pulled right in front of our boat, and they were screaming. I turned my head and I was like, "Yo, there's a spot over there." Where they end up anchoring out. I helped them set their stern anchor. From the time they showed up until now, going back to it, 20 minutes before they left, I was with them. That's who I was with. I spent all day with them, minus the morning time before they got out there. But from the time they got out there to the time they went back in, I was with them. Those are my friends, man. Those are my guys.
Yeah, I want.
So help me figure this out. If you was with them from the time that they pulled up, from the time you was out there arguing with your, girlfriend or whoever the fuck you was arguing with, then that mean that you had good night. I understand. That mean that you had eyes on Nolan the entire time that you were out there. So how did he get, if he's saying he was with them with Nolan, Warren, and whoever else was on that boat, Wyatt, that mean that Warren seen Nolan the entire time he was out there too, because they was all around each other. I think I'm following this cat, correctly here. Because Warren say once they got there, he really didn't, fuck with Nolan while he was out there like that. But this guy here saying he was with them the whole time that they was out there.
I want to get a few more details.
I'm sorry about that.
I know that. Yeah, go ahead. I know that you were all over the news because there was a perceived fight. People, this is the thing that gets me, and I want to you clarify this. When I saw the video that they put out on the internet claiming that Nolan was saying, "Give me my effing phone back," the coach came out. Nolan's coach came out and said immediately he knew it wasn't Nolan's voice, and obviously it wasn't Nolan's voice because you were the one that was
me yelling,
in there yelling. You got into an altercation with somebody. What happened after that? Like, put me in your place where the fight is over, whatever happened. Nolan is somewhere, you're somewhere, you're hanging out, And when was the last time that you saw Nolan before you left Horn Island?
So, after the fight, I didn't stay on Horror Island much longer. So the objective, I was really upset. So with you hear me yelling, my uncle had told me to get on the boat and wouldn't let me back off the boat. Obviously, I was really mad and I wanted to fight, wanted to get off. What wasn't smart, man. Mm-hmm. And so I was on the boat, I'm yelling, and shortly after that, I left the island. I left probably 30 to 45 minutes after I got into a fight. We started to pack up and left because I was so upset. As Javon mentions, that they were ready to get me back to land because I was really mad. I was genuinely really mad. But the last time I saw Nolan, I was walking to the boat. This was before the fight. It's me and my old lady. We had just got out of a group of people. Nolan was walking towards Wyatt's boat. I was walking in the opposite direction towards my boat. And I dabbed Nolan up. I made a slick comment about something, actually about the girl that he was with. I made a slick comment to him. Us joking around, and I kept going.
Why they act like they don't know who the fuck this girl is when this is the same girl that Warren said text them, text his buddy? See, they trying to throw everything over there to that girl Katie's way. What you think, big player? What's up, Tony? Is that what they really trying to do, y'all? Is they really trying to throw everything over there and put everything on Nolan and this girl, Nolan with this girl, Nolan with this girl, when we done heard the fucking the CTO call, knowing that Nolan was on that damn boat? Is that what they really trying to do? And you mean to tell me that just because your bitch ass got into an argument or a fight and you this and that there, you know, that your uncle like, yeah, man, I'm ready to go, man. I'm finna pack up, man. Fuck all that, man. Fuck you. I'm finna go. But he called your ass out there to help, you know, be the one to clean shit up, do this, do that there, make sure everything was intact. I don't believe that you was fucked up, bro. I don't believe that was you over there, allegedly, hollering when this woman said that she clearly know that was Nolan's fucking voice. Y'all can say what y'all want, but I got to look at Javon motherfucking ass too. Dangerously, because your ass was into some bullshit because you done fucked your motherfucking day up. And that woman know her son's voice. I know my son's voice. I know my daughter's voice. I know my granddaughter's voice. I know my people's voice, man. But that's what it seems like they're trying to do is throw everything over there to that girl. The same girl that was texting Wyatt, asking them about Nolan. He was sweet, though. Shit, man. We dealing with these motherfucking racist ass white folks down there in Mississippi, boy.
And not even 10 minutes after that is when I got into a fight. Last thing I told Nolan was, all right, buddy, I love you. See you later. And I'm glad I said it. I had been under the influence a little bit, and that's probably why I did say it at the time, just, getting all lovey-dovey. But
that's your homie.
I'm at peace. I said it. I'm glad I said it. That was my last encounter with Nolan. I was telling him I love him.
Y'all believe that motherfucker told the last thing he told Nolan was, man, I love you, buddy? Y'all believe that shit? I don't. But let's carry on.
Did you have any? So you leave the island. Did you have any encounters or association with these phones, with the keys? Did you have any connection to any of that?
I did not. So what I know, Warren started. I got my first phone call from Warren at about 9:20. I didn't answer it. I was asleep. I'd been on the boat all day. I didn't feel like going to party anymore. I went to bed. So I got my first phone call about 9:20, and
He went to bed at 9:20 on the 4th of July. And y'all been planning for this big special day, the 250th birthday of America. Y'all going out to Horn Island and y'all gonna take the boats out. Y'all gonna look at the hotties and y'all gonna drink, get fucked up. And you went to bed at 9 o'clock. You didn't want to party no more. So that's your alibi? Damn. Tony, these motherfuckers cold, bro. These motherfuckers are cold, bro. These little motherfuckers are cold, bro. He said he went to bed.
I didn't wake up again until a little after 11 o'clock. And that was to my brother coming in the room being like, hey, Warren's trying to get a hold of you. You need to answer the phone. They're looking for Nolan. And I'm half awake and I pick up the phone. And by this time, nobody had came to the house to grab anything. And Warren gets on the phone and he's just like, hey, man.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, have you talked to Nolan? Anything else? I was like, no, I haven't talked to him, man. He was with that girl last time I knew. And he was like, okay. He was like, man, we can't get a hold of him. We don't know where he's at. I was like,
hold on. Why is 9:20 very Pacific? Tell him in the chat. But he just brought up this. Hold on, he just brought something up.
I'm half awake and I pick up the phone. And by this time, nobody had came to the house to grab anything. And Warren gets on the phone and he's just like, hey, man, he was like, hey, have you talked to Nolan? Anything else? I was like, no, I haven't talked to him, man. He was with that girl last time I knew. And he was like, okay. He was like, man, we can't get a hold of him.
He was with that girl. He was with that girl. They throwing everything on the girl. They throwing everything on the girl, y'all. Everything. Fuck Tatum, they need that Detective Mason first 48 hours. I know that's right. Oh, man. Big Play Ray say that's exactly what they're doing, probably because she talked to the cops first before they could get their story straight. And I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. I agree with you 1,000. They have made it very clear that Nolan and that girl, he was with that girl. Yeah, the Katie girl. Oh, Warren was so defensive when he said that. That's why I gotta ask which one of them motherfuckers wanted to fuck Katie. Which one of them motherfuckers wanted to fuck on Katie, man? Or mad Katie won, giving them no play. Let's not get it twisted. This about a girl, man. Bros over hoes? Oh, no, not in this situation. This about a girl, y'all. Somebody did not like Nolan and on Katie like that. That's what I'm getting from this. That's exactly what I'm getting from
I don't know where he's at. And I was like, man, it's Nolan. He's probably just out somewhere with that girl. Like, get a hold of the girl, you'll probably find Nolan. It's no big deal. And he was like, all right. He was like, but we're starting to freak out. We're getting on the phone with Coast Guard. I was like, okay.
Why the fuck would you call the Coast Guard? And he just called you to ask you what Nolan at, but he probably with that girl. Why would that be the first thing to get on the phone with the Coast Guard? Why would that be the first thing come to their fucking mind, or just a thought to call the fucking Coast Guard, but he supposed to be with that girl? And watch how he says this, y'all. Watch how he says this shit.
He's like, man, we can't get a hold of him. We don't know where he's at. And I was like, man, it's Nolan. He's probably just out somewhere with that girl. Like, get a hold of the girl, you'll probably find Nolan. It's no big deal. And he was like, all right. He was like, but we're starting to freak out. We're getting on the phone with Coast Guard. I was like, okay. And at that time, he had already talked to his mom, Nolan's mom. And he was getting on the phone with the Coast Guard. And I'd called. I need to be specific about this. I did not call Warren's phone. I called another one of our buddies' phone, and it was on speakerphone. They were all together. I was talking on my other buddy's phone, talking to Warren. He was dialing Coast Guard because he hung up the phone and was like, hey, this is them, bye, and hung up the phone. And that was the last time I talked to him until the next morning when we all decided, well, when I woke up about 7 o'clock that morning, we had all decided that we were going to go out on the boat and go look for Nolan.
See, he said he had to make sure he said that right, because see, they gonna check them phone records to see they looking at these interviews. So he got to make sure that what he says match up with them phone records when he you know, they look at the phone records and see, did he call Warren at this specific time or whatever. Boy, they something else, man. This shit been rehearsed. Good job, parents.
Wyatt had already had his boat still in the water. We took that boat out. It was
what day are we talking?
That's Sunday morning.
Sunday morning on the 5th. The 5th?
So it was Saturday the 4th was the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. The 5th was Sunday. We were on the water from 9:45 to 11:50, 12 o'clock era, about lunchtime. Mm-hmm. While we were on the water, we talked to a rescue guy, and he told us to get off the water and said that they kind of had the island and the water under control. That's the professionals, man. Yeah. They told us to get on social media and find out any information we can. And by that time, we had already talked to a good amount of people out there. So it just made sense. So we went back in and we concluded our search and started the search off socials and started sharing everything we could and try to get a hold of anybody that could have talked to Nolan, that Nolan possibly would have reached out to. And that led into the night. It led all night long. I didn't sleep at all Sunday. Monday, I was up at 5 a.m.
Nigga, you was worried.
I was putting fuel in our boat at 6. I got told that we were taking out another boat to Chandelier at 7. So I put my boat back on the lift, and I went to McDonald's, and then I got the news after I left McDonald's that his body was found. So it was already a plan that we were going and searching and trying to do everything we possibly can.
Ain't that the same thing that Warren said, that he went to McDonald's as well? Warren said he went to McDonald's too. Yeah, that's right, Endor. Uncross them arms. Yeah, he went to McDonald's too. Still got the arms crossed.
can. And that's all I wanted to do. Is I wasn't there to help him out in his last minutes, but now I feel like as a friend and as one of my guys, man, I do everything in my power to help now. And that's why I have reached out to the family. I have donated to the family, and I have giving them just your normal death gifts, I would say, as you pay your respects.
Damn.
And
Do you think Benjamin Crump being involved in this case made it better or worse?
What he meant?
100.
Oh God. He said giving them death gifts, man. Yes, they were all sitting down eating together, huh? I know that's right. Yeah, I know they were. If that was his boys, they would have invited Katie on their boat. Facts. People don't understand. Body language speaks volumes. Facts. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And if you are feeling generous, you can please show some love by donating to the channel.
1,000% worse. Because why on the Tuesday after where has your civil rights been broken? Where has it been shown? You brought Benjamin Crump to stir up a community that's already tight-knit. Yeah, we might not be best friends with everybody, but I promise, if you're talking about Ocean Springs as a whole, Ocean Springs is going to have Ocean Springs back.
Did that fool just say Benjamin Crump just came in and violated their civil rights? Homeboy, if you don't have nothing to worry about, you didn't have nothing to do with nothing of Nolan's disappearance or unaliving. Why would you even make a statement like that saying that this boy here, that Benjamin Crump violated your civil rights? How? Because they wanted to know what happened to Nolan? Hey, Jana. Why? And then it seemed like, check this out though too, y'all. It's crazy that they shooting at Benjamin Crump like that. Why would you shoot at Benjamin Crump? Why would you shoot at Benjamin Crump? Your whole main objective is to be trying to find out what happened to your best friend, your bosom buddy, Nolan No Wells. The same motherfucker that was on the boat and Warren was hollering, Nolan, get the fuck up. That motherfucker right there. Or the same motherfucker that the bitch is on the motherfucking boat to my man, check his chest. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to be trying to do, man.
110%. We back each other. Everybody I've seen, we back each other. And for them to push this narrative and really push it just shows me is like you have no idea who you're dealing with or who you're messing with. And I think he's taking the grieving.
Hold on. Is he shooting a shot at them? Is he telling Benjamin Crump and Christy, Nolan Wells' mom that they don't know who the fuck they dealing with? Is that what he's saying? I think that's what he's saying, y'all.
110%. We back each other. Everybody I've seen, we back each other. And for them to push this narrative and really push it just shows me is like you have no idea who you're dealing with or who you're messing with.
Oh,
and I think he's taking the grieving parents and manipulating and turning this and making it sound all bad because it's
motherfucker, it is all bad. Motherfucking black kid go out there with you motherfuckers and he come back. He don't come back. Y'all do. He wash up allegedly on shore somehow. 2 days later. It is all bad. It is all bad. And when he speaks on you don't know who the fuck you're dealing with or who you fucking with, whatever he said, that's that privilege kicking in. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They trying to throw it on Katie. Yep, they trying to throw it on Katie. But he's letting the world know that, man, hey, man, you in Mississippi, man, and my white parents got a lot of pull out here. We connected too, motherfucker. That's what he's saying. The arrogance, man. The fucking arrogance, man.
nothing's like that at all. No.
Have you gotten death threats? Or, because I know that the other young men that I spoke to about this, especially the white young men, they're getting all kind of death threats. They're being accused of killing Nolan. Did you get the same backlash and threats that some of those guys have gotten?
Yes, I've gotten the death threats per se, but I've also gotten the threats along the lines of where it's like I've been cast out of the black community. Mm. I've been called white. I've been called a wetback. All these things. I've been sent photos of me and my grandmother, and they've been told that she's the devil. She's just looking for the time to kill you. You need to be careful and blah, blah, blah.
Y'all know what? I don't believe that shit one bit. Ain't nobody been talking about Tristan. He wasn't even on the damn boat with him. So why would you be getting death threats, homeboy? Why would the black community be coming after you, homeboy? You wasn't even on the boat, homeboy. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Haven't thought about you. Look at you as a motherfucking Rudy Poot, a peon. You out there arguing with a motherfucking girl, man. When you should have been over there bending something over there on the boat, motherfucker. Ain't nobody shot nothing at you, man. Said nothing to you. Said nothing to you about your grandmother. Ain't nobody did that. Ray Charleston, see this motherfucker here lying. He just want to fit in. So look at him. He just want to fit in. And homeboy, you ain't you look like a white boy though, honestly, man. You look like an old white boy. You without that tan, yeah, you look like a little white boy. Honestly.
And it's like, man, if y'all want to know the story, the only people that's showed up for me in my whole life has been my white side of my family. So for y'all to sit there and drag their name and to drag me down, and I'm supposed to be one of y'all, and you're supposed to have my back, and we're supposed to be in this.
Man, fuck you. Fuck you. You made it clear what side you were down with when you sat down with this goofy motherfucker right here. You made it clear when you sat down with this goofball ass sucker right here. Hell no, you ain't one of us. Little motherfucker. And then he threw that in there, only people that's been down me is my white side of the family. Right. Ain't nobody know about your little punk ass. Ain't nobody know about you, Otis. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody come to hear you sing, Otis. This bitch ass motherfucker sit up here talking about that bullshit. Somebody getting dealt test. Man, ain't nobody come to fucking see you, Otis. Fuck you here, motherfucking Ron O'Neal or some goddamn body. Fuck you, Otis. He want to be Leroy so bad, y'all. He want to be Ray Ray so bad. Yeah, he mad. He want to be Ray Ray like a motherfucker. He want to be Junebug. That's who he want to be. Shut your motherfucking bitch ass up. Out there arguing and shit. White boy drunk. Fuck out of here.
My white side of my family. So for y'all to sit there and drag their name and to drag me down, and I'm supposed to be one of y'all,
Did you ain't
and
want
you're
to
supposed to have my back, and we're supposed to be in this together, and it's really eye-opening.
Did it shock you that it turned this way? Meaning that, you know, you see everything happen. Nolan was your friend. From all the young men I talked to, it seemed like Nolan was the life of the party. Everybody loved Nolan. He gets along with everybody. Everybody's cool. And everybody feels like Nolan made them feel like everybody's his best friend, right? I mean, everybody felt connected to Nolan.
Well, why he dead, bruh? Why the boy had motherfucking blood all the way in the back of his motherfucking head? Like somebody hit him in the back of the head with something. Why the fuck they cut the whole boy fucking throat off and shit, man? Huh, bruh? Why he unalive then, man? Why he dead, man? Why he in the ground, man?
Nolan. Were you shocked that it turned like this? I mean, where this community was tight knit, Nolan's friend group was tight. He ends up losing his life in an unfortunate situation, which nobody knows exactly what happened. Did it shock you that it turned into some racial thing?
Yes, racial, I do agree. Now, it going famous or going viral, that part didn't shock me. Thinking about it and being honest, like, that's not a surprise because everybody didn't love Nolan. Especially around here, everybody loved Nolan. So for people to repost that, they know Nolan. I mean, they know he did not have one hateful thing in his heart. And racism, no. That was a shock. That was a complete shock from his mom and from his stepdad. Like, that's a shock. That's
Damn. Did y'all hear this fool? This like the third or fourth time he done shot shots at this boy mama. This like the third or fourth time he done shot at this boy mama, man. But this was a friend of yours? A best friend? Now you trying to push a narrative that this woman is racist? Ooh. Nigga, we looking at your little punk ass.
So for people to repost that, they know Nolan. I mean, they know he did not have one hateful thing in his heart. And racism, no. That was a shock. That was a complete shock from his mom and from his stepdad. Like, that's a shock. That's an utter shock because it's like, first off, I don't know how to word this. Nolan wasn't fully black. Nolan's mixed. Nolan has
Ding, ding,
a
ding,
little bit of
ding,
Asian in
ding,
him.
ding. Like we didn't know Nolan one motherfucking, just fully black. We know Nolan got Filipino in him. That still doesn't fucking deflect the fact that this boy went out there with y'all and he come back unalived. So now that you saying that since he got some Filipino in him, then why are we sitting up here talking about Nolan Wells because he wasn't fucking 100% black or whatever? Yeah, they did that. Yeah, they done got two black boys to sit up and talk about how much they love white folk. Yeah, indeed. Ocean Springs really is close knit though. Katie's from Pascagoula, 2 cities east is all Jackson County. But Ocean Springs is separate to itself, and they're better than the other cities. Right. Like we didn't know that motherfucking Nolan was motherfucking mixed with Filipino. Man, nothing. I can't believe this shit. That the clown sat down with this fool.
I hear that though. You don't. So to turn it as like somebody's harping down on Nolan because of the color of his skin, you don't know us. You don't know our community. It's crazy that people are just running with a lie. And it's so easy for people to believe it from the outside looking into Mississippi's history per se. But it's like, you're looking at history. Let's go to each state's history. I bet they're not the best with black people. Like, people change. You learn history so you don't repeat it. Everybody knows that.
Shit. I guess they ain't learned the motherfucking thing. Let's see. Then they just have a boy down there at Delta State down there in Mississippi. They found him hung up in a motherfucking tree. Then we just see that shit. Then we just see that young boy on that college campus hung up in a fucking tree down there at Delta State University. I'll wait. Ain't nothing changed in good old boy Mississippi. Ain't nothing changed.
What's the craziest lie that you've seen floating around there about this situation? I know there's a lot of mysterious things, but like, what to you, what's the craziest thing that you've heard somebody say about this?
That my buddy in the photo was his lover. That was wild. That's been the utmost craziest because it's like, what? Like, where'd you get that from?
Yeah.
I mean, also the lies of just how racist Mississippi is, or how racist the coast is, and Ocean Springs, and no, you don't know this, man. Like, you have no idea. And what I thought was crazy lie from the beginning was he's the only black person on the boat. He's the only black person on the island. No, not at all. Like, not once. Like, where'd you get this background information from?
How many people are on that island from your vantage point?
On the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Thousands? 13 miles? Like, I mean, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of boats that are carrying minimum 4 to 8, 9 people. Like, I'm talking like on the lower end, and we're talking about smaller vessels here. Man, if I had to take a rough estimate in my area of the island that I was in, 400, 500 people easy. If I'm taking an actual estimate, about 400 to 500 people easy. In our group, in the group of, I would say, young adults that were in the group of Nolan Wells, 100, 150, 200 people.
So that,
I want to show y'all my my thumbnail, and if you look at my thumbnail, when they took that picture, right? When they took that picture, or them four on that picture on my thumbnail, if it was so many people out there, why didn't we see all them boats on the water? If it was thousands of people out there. If you look at my thumbnail, the picture that they took, the four of them on that picture, if you look in the background of that picture, why we don't see all these boats out there? Why we don't see that? How we don't see all these boats, all these people on my thumbnail, if it was so many people out there, thousands of people. Man, you figure what? Most of the boats hold what? 5 to 6, 6 to 7 people. And you say it was thousands of people out there? Then we should have seen fucking people out there everywhere on that picture. We should have seen boats everywhere in the background of that picture. The fact that he wasn't even there on the boat with them, he was too busy so-called fighting. He's irrelevant to the equation. I believe it was a lot of people out there. Maybe, but not thousands. Hundreds maybe. But see, the damn, my eyes bad, man. The racial issue comes in with how this has been handled from jump. No arrest, no nothing. Because we know if it was reversed and it were 3 black boys and a white boy come up missing, man, they would have, first of all, they would have beat them niggas' asses, slammed them down, roughed them up, put them in handcuffs, took them down to the station, beat that ass again. Yeah, beat a black man and talk. And held their ass there until somebody admitted, even if they didn't have nothing to do with nothing, they would have tortured them and had them there until they admitted that shit. Yeah, faces all over the fucking news for everybody to see it. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's why I know Carmelo innocent. Because of that mere fact there. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers though.
So the idea that Nolan went out with 4 white boys and they took him to a deserted island and he was allegedly last seen with a girl and they just abandoned him. What do you say to that?
That's no. We, from the time they left, including myself, and also when I left the island, I could have named 50 people I really trust behind the helm of a boat that Nolan knew, that he could go talk to. Even if he was left, there was tons and tons of people out there. There was 10 boats that camped out at Horn Island. I know a boat that didn't leave Horn Island until 8 o'clock that night. Nobody would have ever seen, take that back, nobody would have ever left somebody on Horn Island. That's a place of everybody loves to go and hang out. That's their peace. Nobody wants to see anybody out there, especially in the boating community. And I can speak on that, like, genuinely. I grew up in it. That's
Well, according to that call, I believe it was 7. I believe it was 7. That's why the operator on that call asked, was there anyone any breathing folks on that boat? Exactly. He just talking. He just there to, to make sure, Warren ass and Wyatt ass, look good. You know what I'm saying? To push that there's no racism narrative in fucking Ocean Springs. But yeah, big player. Yeah, I think it was 7 of them.
That's absurd. It's absurd.
So can you help me understand the fight a little better? Because I interviewed Warren, who's your friend, and he had made mention that his brother was involved in the fight. So can you explain who actually started fighting, and were you fighting his brother or were you fighting somebody else? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, and I can see now, especially, it's all been blown out of proportion. But so originally, I'll go back a couple steps. Me and my girlfriend, I wouldn't even call it an argument. She was upset that I lost the lid to her koozie. I dropped it in the water. Generally speaking, that's how it started. And I dropped her new koozie in the water. And so she started to let me hear it and basically told me I was paying for it. And she was really upset with me and mad about it. And I needed to kind of sober up a little bit. And so we're walking back. And during that time, this guy that I'm not friends with, I know of him. I don't know him. I didn't even recognize him when I got in an original fight. He butted himself into my conversation and basically was telling me how I needed to handle or address the situation with my girlfriend. And man, we weren't even yelling at each other. We weren't arguing. It was more along the lines of, I literally told her, I was like, man, I just want a beer. And she was like, well, go get one, blah, blah, blah. Well, when I said that, she had ducked her head underwater and he had walked up and he told me that I needed to watch how I talked to my girlfriend.
So he arguing with his old lady, right? How did give me my fucking phone back get into the equation if that was him, the one arguing on that video that we first seen when this first came out. Give me my fucking phone back. What are you doing? Or was it what it was? Give me my fucking phone back or get on the boat. It was one of the two. We ain't heard shit about you need to know how to talk to your girlfriend or you lost my piece to my thing or whatever the fuck he said she lost. We ain't heard none of that. But we did hear, what the fuck are you doing? Give me my phone. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that in that video? But he say that was him. But you ain't mentioned nothing about no phone. Oh man, this is pathetic, man. This is pathetic, boy. This is pathetic.
And I looked at him and I told him, I was like, this has nothing to do with you. We're good. This has nothing to do with you. And he sat there.
Exactly.
And he was like, well, I'm going to tell you, I better not hear it again. And I looked at him and I was like, you need to excuse yourself from the situation. And after I came out, he swung. He threw the first punch. And we went back and forth. I remember at one point in time, I look over and I see my uncle, and my uncle's yelling at me to get in the boat. I stopped fighting. As soon as me and him made eye contact, I got in the boat. I'm sorry. And
so this motherfucker threw a punch at you while you was checking your chick, and he started fighting you over your chick. That's what you really telling us right now? That this motherfucking dude started fighting you. He swung on you because you were checking your old lady? That boy good. That boy good. That boy good. Hey, indoor. Arms are still folded.
And I listened to my uncle.
And what was Warren's brother involvement in
So you in the heat of the moment, and your uncle tell you to get on the boat, motherfucker swinging at you. Your uncle tell you to come get your bitch ass on the boat, and you just stop motherfucking fighting this motherfucker? Because your uncle said get your ass on the boat, but he's swinging at you? Man, tell that shit to another dumbass motherfucker. Because it ain't flying over here, buddy. It ain't flying over here, buddy. It ain't flying over here. Ain't no way out. It ain't flying over here, man.
And my uncle's yelling at me to get in the boat. I stopped fighting. As soon as me and him made eye contact, I got in the boat.
Fuck out of here.
And I listened to my uncle.
What was Warren's brother involvement in this?
And so I was getting there. So when I'm on the boat and they're trying to cool me down, I'm trying to get back off the boat. So I see the crowd forming up on the island. Well, my little brother and Carter are like really good friends, like best friends, I would say. He's over at our house all the time. Carter heard him still talking crap as he's getting out of the water, and I'm on the boat, and the situation is like done and over with, right? Well, he sees him talking crap, so Carter gets up, and more along the lines of defending me. And for what? He was like, well, if you got a problem with Tracetin, we can handle it right here.
So what's the racial breakup of these people that are involved? So the guy that you fought was
white. I'm the only black.
So Warren's baby brother, the 15-year-old boy or whatever, nigga, you every bit 18, 19, 20. You mean to tell me that this little motherfucker just started talking shit to the dude that was just swinging on you. This little bitty motherfucker, this little 15-year-old. Remember, Warren said they was in his brother's age that he was fighting. So that you telling me that you over here fighting a little ass boy, your ass can go to jail for that then. Make this shit make sense, man. Make this shit make sense, man. This is what Warren said. What up, Jalen? He said the dude that his brother was fighting was around their age group, his brother's age group. He put him in some type of choke hold or whatever the fuck he said he did, now whatever. And he said after that happened, his brother, they stopped fighting and they went on about their business. And here comes this bozo say that Warren's little brother stepped up to the dude that he was fighting and started defending him. Man, I can't even. I tell you, man. Unbelievable, bro. And here go this asshole. We know you weren't fighting no motherfucking brother. You ain't no fighting no motherfucking brother. We know you were fighting a white boy. I mean, that ain't hard to figure out, motherfucker.
But he was like, well, if you got a problem with Tracetin, we can handle it right here.
Fuck out.
So what's the racial breakup of these people that are involved? So the guy that you fought was
white. I'm the only black guy involved in this whole entire thing.
Yeah. You ain't black, motherfucker.
At all. Like, I mean, I don't know. Carter is white. The dude I got in a fight with is white. Mm-hmm. I was the only black guy involved with this. My girlfriend's white. My uncle's white. There was no other black guy involved. And I know Ben Crump tried to run with a story saying I was Nolan. Mm-hmm. Well, it was like, nice try. But there was another black guy on the island, so now your whole narrative needs to change again.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, but
could it be he could have been fighting someone in the group with Nolan, and his uncle is the one who attacked Nolan? See, they all friends outside of Nolan. Exactly. And you know what? One thing I know for sure, he ain't used that buddy shit. I don't think he part of the buddy clique. I don't think so.
That was Carter's involvement, and that was kind of it. Like, after the fight, man, I remember getting off the boat. I got off the boat and I walked up to the island. And I was telling people, I was like, hey, like, I just need to cool off. Like, let me be. This is after everything is dispersed. There was no crowd anymore when I walked off the boat. And I was like, I'm letting me be. Well, again, my uncle yelled at me and I was like, I don't care what you're doing. Get back on the boat. We're leaving. So I got back on the boat and we left shortly after that.
Mm. Well, at least I know you from the interviews that you've done. Some of the other boys haven't spoken out at all.
Yeah.
You've had a chance to use your voice to put the truth out there. You did an interview with, I think, ABC. And you also did an interview with the Rolling Stones.
That was my first interview, with Rolling Stones.
The first interview was Rolling Stones, then ABC?
Oh, he chasing clout. You wasn't even on the boat, man. You wasn't even in the equation. Why are you running your fucking dick sucker? Why are you running your fucking dick suckers, man?
And then ABC, yes.
Now, from what you told me before this interview is that the Rolling Stones gave you a very fair interview. Seemed like the young lady who interviewed you articulated very clearly what you told her with no fluff, no nothing added.
And she cared. She really did care, and she made sure that what she was telling was the complete truth behind everything, with me, with my uncle, and then also fact checking on her side as being in media. And it all aligned, man. And when they came out with that, it was really genuine. When I felt that, it brought me to tears because it was like, that's the truth. That's exactly how it needed to be worded. And I appreciated her. I appreciated her a lot. And we took her out to One Island this morning to do another little bit. But she's done well, and that's the truth. Her story is nothing but the truth.
Now, ABC, on the other hand, did they treat you fairly, or how did they go?
So I don't want to say they treated me unfairly. The quotes that he used in the article, he did ask me for my permission on it. And I gave it to him to an extent. I changed up some stuff and that he initially didn't change.
You are 100% absolutely correct. That's the problem that I'm having. They're trying to put all the attention on Nolan and Katie. And then they're putting the attention on this fight. And Nolan is nowhere around. He said he's seen Nolan. He was with them all day. He said he was with Nolan, them chilling on the island all day. So you mean to tell me, if Nolan is your best friend, and you get into a fight with a white boy, you mean to tell me that Nolan Wells, this big 6'1" wide receiver playing, catching football motherfucker, number 14 wearing ass motherfucker, he ain't make a beeline over there and fucking throw his deuce up and help you box these motherfuckers? Man, stop the bullshit, man. Stop the bullshit, man. What up, Jalen?
What's up with it, man?
Oh, man, just breaking it down, man.
Yeah, man. What tripped me up? I mean, he said that dude supposed to be black, huh?
He say he black. Yeah, he say he black. But Jalen, if me and you are partners, you are my best friend, man, you grew up together. If you seen me fighting or you even heard me getting loud with somebody, what's your first reaction, Jalen?
Shit, I'm over there to make sure I got your back, man. You're 6, man. We supposed to be
Where the fuck was Nolan then, y'all?
Shit.
Where was Nolan?
They was setting him up for the play. That's where he was at, getting set up for the play.
No, he was over there with Katie. Nolan was over there with Katie.
She probably was over there part of the play, yeah, for all we know, yeah. Oh, Katie.
Okay.
Yeah, get his ass his defenses down real quick. Get him drinking on that drink. You gonna slip him a little something and cart him off somewhere and get to doing all kind of crazy shit to him. Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
You can't trust these motherfuckers these days, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Brandon Tatum, he doing exactly what he known to do, man. He trying to shit on anything that's good that's got something to do with some niggas, man. If it's black folks, man, look, gonna bring on this beige ass nigga to talk about he black. To be like, well, see, it was another black guy on the island, man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Man, your motherfucking Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory looking ass ain't no motherfucking way. You telling me?
Nigga and saying, oh yeah, that's a nigga right there. They might, if they get too drunk, they might look at him and well, he might have a little color in him. But for the most part, they ain't worried about you when they see that whole other nigga that's curly hair, you know what I'm saying, that nigga over there.
Come on now. But the fact though, Jalen, that they talking about this fight, And Nolan is nowhere around, y'all. He's nowhere around.
Yeah.
But
When
this
is
your
the fight?
best
Before or
friend,
after
though.
they went to the Horn Island? So was the fight on Horn Island? Was the
Yeah,
fight
this fight was on Horn Island. He got into it. He say some dude told him that he shouldn't be talking to his girlfriend like that, this and that there. He
okay?
started getting mad, boxing and this and that there. And you mean to tell me? Matter of fact, you said you were with Warren and Nolan them and Wyatt and them all fucking day. Warren say he ran over there when he seen his brother allegedly getting into a fight. Well, where the fuck was Nolan at? You mean to tell me you been in a fight? You been in a fight? You been 3, 4, 5 motherfuckers in a fight? Nolan ain't nowhere to be found?
Yeah, man.
Ooh, wee. They need to stop this shit, man. They need to stop this shit, bro.
When he came out with it, and then the voice recording, that's really what gets me, because that's what the main people are listening to, right? They're not going in and reading in depth in the article and really seeing everything. They're just going off about what's on TV, because people don't like to read these days. But
he threw a shot at us niggas, huh? He threw a shot at us, huh?
I mean, I think that's what this whole thing is about, bro.
People don't like to read these days. Who don't like to read these days, motherfucker? Oh, he threw a shot at us, a slick one on that. That's the one of them slick comments. That's one of them slick comments that your bitch ass making, homeboy.
I mean, shit. That's why I said this whole thing is made to, you know what I'm saying, deter black people. Cause who's going hard for Nolan Wells, any other niggas who've been dying lately? Ain't no white people out here like, oh shit, what's going on with these black boys? Why all these black boys keep either drowning or getting shot or some kind of crazy shit happening to them when they all surrounded by white folks and shit? Like, what's going on? That's why they trying to deflect, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these conversations is making it where the coons coming down. They like, hey, well, what about black on black crime? What about this and school illiteracy? Or what about the Democratic? You know what I'm saying? That's all this shit being, bro. That's why I ain't really been throwing too much attention to this shit. I already know what's going on right now, man. You know, I got my little newborn right now. I just got finished giving her a bath. So, you know, I'd be trying to just stay out. I'm trying to stay out the way of some of this shit right now, man, because they really, you know what I'm saying, want a nigga to raise the fuck out and do something stupid, man, at the end of the day.
No doubt. Let me finish playing this shit right quick.
Yeah.
A lot of my voice sounded horrible. Sounded bad. I didn't like it. I didn't like that side of it. But it already aired, so what was I going to do? Really?
And at one point, I could have sworn you said that you didn't feel comfortable doing the interview on camera.
Yes.
And did you do that because you didn't want to be visibly promoted on television, or what? How did that?
So the side of that, and I didn't want to be on camera for two main reasons. I never wanted to do an interview and get famous. I never wanted any attention.
Nigga, I can't tell.
Famous attention.
I can't tell, white boy. You did an interview with Rolling Stones, ABC, CBS, and this motherfucker here, you ain't want no attention? Ooh, boy, this motherfucker here funny. He funny.
Negative side of it, I'm doing what I think is right.
Yeah, bitch.
I never wanted any positive attention, let's say. All I wanted to be is for my guys to know that I had their back and I got Nolan's back. And I didn't want the investigation especially on social media side, I guess, and with Ben Crump and their legal team, to go down the wrong path at all. That was my sole purpose, is to tell the truth and to clear up lies. When I talked to ABC, they wanted to do an in-person interview, and I told them no. I told them no because I'm getting death threats, and I don't like them. it is what it is. I'm not putting myself out there anymore.
Didn't even know you existed, man.
And I'm not sitting behind the camera and so for somebody to watch me talk about my best friend. And I told him, I was like, if you want to do an article, it's okay. I'll talk and you can do the article on that side of it. I never originally wanted to go on TV, period. He convinced me into only using my voice, which now I regret, and I wish.
Say that again.
So why you changed his mind then?
Because he wanted the clout. He wanted the clout.
He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to this, and that, and the third, but he didn't want to do the interview. But now you over here on Brandon Tatum, one of the biggest conservative, you know what I'm saying, media outlets. It seemed like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you feel like, oh, I see them niggas over here trying to say that all us had something to do with this and that and whatever in the third. So let's, you know what I'm saying, go and get in front of this by, you know what I'm saying, putting out how we feel about it. And who gonna be able to help us spin that shit better than somebody like a Brandon Tatum and shit like that, man? The two coloreds coming together, man. Both of these niggas, well, this nigga beige on the outside, for sure. But Brandon Tatum, he's super beige on the inside, nigga.
Man, fuck him.
Wish I would have just sat in front of a camera so you can visibly see the cuts. But they manipulated that interview pretty well. They made it sound a lot worse. And I know for a fact, most of that interview, you can't understand me because I was in tears the entire time talking about it. When he asked me about Nolan's death, and he put it if you listen to it carefully, he cuts it and I just say die. Nobody want to see him die. Don't talk like that, man. That's not what I said. I did say died during at one point in our interview, but I said we didn't want to see his life being taken from us, period.
That ain't what you said, motherfucker. So he's saying that these people put in there about it was what you call it, voiceover or some shit, you know, because that's exactly what he said, that he didn't want to see him die. That's exactly what he said. So he had to try to clean it up, you know. Oh, let me see something. Let me see something right quick. He had to try to clean it up right there. But I like the now you're moving your eyes and your arms and shit.
When he asked me about Nolan's death, and he put it if you listen to it carefully, he cuts it and I just say die. Nobody want to see him die. Don't talk like that, man. That's not what I said. I did say died during at one point in our interview, but
wow,
I said we didn't want to see his life being taken from us.
You know how I know he telling a fucking lie? He just got on here and he said that he did the number the most, what he said, the logical thing, or something he said like that, where he was saying, yeah, you know, we do the normal things, give death gifts at a funeral or something like that. So you saying and making a statement like that, saying, oh, we didn't want to see him die. Oh yeah, I can believe you said that. I have never heard nobody say we do the normal thing, just give death gifts and shit. You don't talk like that. No one talks like that, saying that they give death gifts. I ain't never heard nobody say no shit like that.
Death
ever.
gift.
Yeah. Death gifts. That's what he gave.
Like
huh?
That's what he said it like. He said, man, I gave that nigga his death gift. Oh, not
he gave his mother and them death gifts, you know, like flowers and, you know, a card or something like that. That's what he was saying. That's their death gifts.
Yeah, what black people you ever been around there, nigga?
I ain't never said nothing like that in our life.
I don't know. White people say that shit. Death gifts, nigga.
Exactly. So with that being said, why would you know what? And if you ain't careful, you on here lying. Don't let one of these motherfuckers, the reporter, see whoever you were talking to. They may fuck around and fuck you over, boy. Just saying, they may fuck around and fuck you over.
Period. They didn't put that. They twisted some things around and they they almost made a different narrative to where it's like now people are coming out and lying. And it's like, man, no.
Yeah,
And
I
guess
I was wondering if you were gonna. I remember I was like, I could have sworn he said he didn't want to be on camera, and they put your picture all over the news. I mean, how did you feel about that? Was that something that you were okay with them doing that, or?
I kind of accepted it. I accepted it because I gave Rolling Stone permission to do it. So I know that's where they probably got that original photo of me and him standing next to each other.
But still, that's kind of weird that you tell them, oh, I don't want to, even if you gave you the permission of Rolling Stones, you go, I don't want to be on camera. And they put your picture up there on camera anyway.
I agree. It was weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's odd, but.
Yeah. 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 He ignorant, man. He ignorant. But let me play this here right quick before I go into the end of the commentary. This is all I needed, y'all.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
Man, let's pause that shit right quick, man. Let's hear this motherfucker say, Nolan, get the fuck up. Let's hear him say that shit again. Loud and clear.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir?
He said, no, get the fuck up. No, get the fuck up. Oh yeah, man. But let's keep going.
Can you give me a description? Ankles?
What'd you say? Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know.
Jalen, that bitch. Hey, the motherfucker has to say, you say, she said, how far the water coming up? Instead of this motherfucker saying, to my feet, ankle high, knee high. He said, oh no, bitch. We just sinking, bitch.
Send help. You know what I'm saying? I don't even send help. Because I think she asked if he want the Coast Guard. He like, nah.
Yeah. And this bitch said no.
Send the Coast Guard, send the motherfucking Navy, send whoever you can. Nigga,
man, send whoever the fuck you can if my boat is sinking. I'm in the middle of the goddamn ocean. But this lady asks you how high the water is. This goofy motherfucker said, I don't know, bitch, but we sinking. You got to laugh at this shit, man, to keep from crying, bro. You got to laugh at this shit to keep from crying because, man, these motherfuckers are motherfucking guilty, bro, or something. We don't know what they did to that boy, but they did something. They did something.
Yeah.
They did something, man. This shit is insane, man. Hold on, y'all. I gotta hear that shit one more time, man, before we get off here. Hold on.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir?
Oh no, get the fuck
Can
up.
you give me a description? Ankles?
What'd you say? Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
We're going down. That's it. That's all I know, lady.
you going? Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir?
Oh my
I don't know
God.
the phone number. It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership like guaranteed. I don't
All
have the
right.
tag
Unless
on
you
here.
have
It
a
got ripped
membership
off.
number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at 2.
All right. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's
How
on
many?
board.
All right. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not.
He like what?
All right.
Yeah, we
All
do
right.
not
Do you have
need
your
that.
current GPS coordinates?
Let me get.
Hey, Jalen, this motherfucker, she said you need the motherfucking Coast Guard. What? Hell no, bitch. I don't want no Coast Guard coming over here. We got a dead corpse in this motherfucker. The
Yeah,
fuck out of here, y'all.
boys wasn't in danger. They was the danger. God damn it.
Man, if you in danger, man, you boy, look, man. All hell breaking loose on that boat, Jalen. But let me tell you something though, man. Them people down there in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, Jackson County, y'all. Them little towns like that, the subdivisions like that, just like in Frisco, Texas, they stick together, man, in them white communities. All of them, got connects to somebody that may be the police chief or, the goddamn, captain or the detectives and all that type of stuff, man. Judges, lawyers. That's why, y'all, since they doing this shit with the NBA and NFL, all that shit, making that shit, predominantly old people from overseas and all that, we got to start getting our kids, our grandchildren, all that shit, bro, into going to school to try to be somebody's attorney, doctor, lawyer, something like that, where they can be in these positions of power. And down with the cause. They have been taught the cause. Some of these people that do get in those positions that come from black homes, man, they tend to change a little bit. But we need some thorough black homegrown American judges and lawyers in these high key positions, these key positions in some of these in most of these major states, man, in these major cities. We gotta have that, y'all. Everybody ain't gonna make it to the NBA. Everybody ain't gonna be an NFL player. We gotta have it. Jalen, it's gonna be hard, man. The proof is out there, man. But they supposed to be sending, their case to the grand jury, which is them. You know what I'm saying? I'll be surprised, y'all, if they don't even get indicted. I wouldn't even be surprised if they don't even get indicted, y'all.
Shit, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Huh?
All I'm saying, yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, and see what they're doing right now, just in case, just to make America proud, to give us black folks in America some hope, thinking that we gonna go to court and win this case or do that, or these white boys gonna go to jail and answer for what happened to Nolan Wells. They'll do that shit. But right now they got this motherfucker Tatum interviewing them. See what happened with that ABC interview with that boy that's on here who we just been looking at, Tristan. More than likely they started asking him the tough questions. And he said, fuck that, man. Let me end this motherfucker interview real quick, fast, and hurry. That's why they, went over there with this conservative ass motherfucker over here, this dude here, to create reasonable doubt. That's the whole sole purpose of them doing these interviews with old Tatum over there, to create reasonable doubt.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
sad, man.
Yep, that's what they how they use us, bro. They use niggas that's supposed to be us. He wanna say what out of Texas too. Sad part, you know what I'm saying? Out of Texas.
Tatum,
Yeah, I want to say Tatum out of Texas.
that's crazy.
Yeah, they use us a lot, man. Cause you know what I'm saying. All you gotta do is like a lot of these niggas understand like shit, all the nuances of this racism shit. But at the same time, they know that the biggest way to blow up on the internet is to be a contrarian. So shit, like how you have the woman that's for men and shit. They'll blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a woman that kind of go against the grain, like most women be together. You had that, or the man that do it for the women on that end, or the black dude that's with the white folks. You know what I'm saying? That say, "Oh, racism ain't real," and ooh, just like you have a white person that's calling out racism. You know what I'm saying? You see black people calling that shit out all the time. A lot of them niggas ain't gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the contrarian shit because they know it's gonna bring engagement when they see a black person sit here talking about, "Oh man, racism ain't real," and this, that, and the third. Like this shit bring an audience, and that's Brandon Tatum's biggest thing was defending every police shooting, no matter what it was, from Breonna Taylor to telling, bro. I want to say that nigga even went against Philando Castile, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like this nigga don't give a fuck, bro. Like it's a grift to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He know that he
Yeah,
gonna
that's
bring.
what I'm gonna say, man. He he making millions of dollars off this shit, bro. What up, Blue? He making millions of dollars off this shit. Running the scheme that he's running, y'all. That's what he's doing. Say they were too drunk to have the coach. Yeah, they were drunk. They were drunk. Salute the Blue for the jewels. Appreciate it, Blue. They were drunk, but they know that they couldn't get up on that. They couldn't have nobody come on that boat. Hell, he was telling Nolan no to get the fuck up. Shit, no out like a motherfucker. Most likely, from the autopsy with all that blood being in the back of his head, more than likely, you know what I'm saying, there was blood all over the fucking boat. Remember, somebody allegedly said that they were out there cleaning the boat at Warren's house. I mean, man, them police ain't give two fucks, man. They didn't give two fucks. Oh no, they didn't give two fucks. They said, fuck that shit. We ain't investigating nothing. We don't want we ain't trying to look into nothing. This gonna all go away. But now, since Benjamin Crump coming to the picture, everybody mad. He did what he was supposed to do. Stir that shit up and get motherfuckers to talking.
I mean, Ben Crump ain't nothing but a nigga who gonna get the people their money, bro. Like Ben Crump ain't outside of being a civil rights attorney that get people paid. There's nothing else Ben Crump really do. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I see black people, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because we feel the same way about all of them. Like all the leaders these days come to the hot cases, the sensational cases, but you won't see them come to deal with some shit that's going on in our neighborhood, or even a lower, you know what I'm saying, not so publicized case that should get their attention and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't usually get their attention and shit, but at the end of the day, they got to go where they can maybe see a clear civil rights injustice being done, something that's violating. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a civil rights attorney at the end of the day. So I mean, really can't be mad at these niggas for what they doing, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro, they at least getting people paid because I mean, a lot of the people ain't getting arrested. So at least find some way to get these people paid at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't bringing back their family, but at least can change some, you know what I'm saying, generationally for them and shit like that. Even though I know Nolan Well family probably pretty all right, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. And I'm sure they rather have their son, but
And see, that was the narrative that they were trying to push, like you know, they really just was out trying to get money, man. Them folks already got paper, man. You know.
Yeah, they already got paper, man. Them niggas that need no bread. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at them for getting, you know what I'm saying, whatever they can out of the situation, because
They supposed to.
you probably won't get no conviction out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? If you got the judicial system intertwined with these kids, where you know what I'm saying, one of the parents is a judge, and they're telling what the other parents is. I tell you, business interests count way more than individual people could ever count. You know what I'm saying? What a business can bring to a city, shit like that matters more to the overall structure of an economy in any particular town or municipality and shit than like the individual person. So for Nolan Wells and they family, they might be well off people, but you know what I'm saying, if they just like an individual that work at a company as opposed to somebody who might own the company, and that's a big thing. That's big. Like I say, we don't know who these kids' parents is, bro. Like, you know what
Well,
I'm saying?
that's what he said, Jalen. That's what the boy said. Here, Tristan. He made it. He made that comment. He said, "Yeah, man. They don't know who they really, messing with here in Ocean Springs."
Yeah,
He made that comment.
and that's the thing, bro. We never really know who we dealing with these people because they interactions and intertwine us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, especially in some of these smaller towns and places, it could be generational. You know what I'm saying? They daddies hung together, and they daddies hung together, and shit like that. And they just, you know what I'm saying, that you might be the new face in the mix, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I learned about, like, even where I stay at. And like, a lot of people in this town, they fuck with each other already because it's some generational shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
no
can't
doubt.
really get in the mix of that shit, bro. I can't be like, oh yeah, trying to insert myself into some shit where they already got an established relationship. They might fight like cats and dogs and be ready to fight me if I get in the mix of that shit.
You better
Whereas,
believe it.
yeah, that type of shit. So gotta
Better
see that.
believe it. That's how this game go, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, boo, that's correct. YouTube is solving shit. That's just like one of the detectives said in the Yellow Bees pretrial. He said, "Yeah, man, I got all my information off of YouTube." That shit crazy, man. But that's just what it is now, man. If you somewhere where they got cameras and a lot of people, 9 times out of 10, your ass is, gonna be filmed. Shit gonna be recorded. And they're just like the incident where the fights and all that. Now think about this here, y'all. You had Warren talk about a fight, and you had this sucker on here talking about a fight. Man, everybody and their mama pulled out their phones recording the fights that happened on that fucking island. We talking about young folks, they live and die for that shit. To be able to upload that shit on TikTok, YouTube, whatever. So, it is what it is, man. I guess we're gonna have to see. Jalen, man, any last words before we get up out of here, bro?
Shit, it's hard to beat them in a system that they already have the maximum control in, man. We gotta make preventative efforts to keep ourselves out of situations that'll put us in a mix of their system and they judgment and shit like that. Because you know what I'm saying, like, you don't have the ability to afford to make many mistakes in this life as a black person. You know what I'm saying, regardless of what you believe, what you think. Even Brandon Tatum know that. All these other black conservatives, they know that shit. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they
No doubt.
look up, they the highlight of the party, or they the highlight of the conversation and shit like that, bro. You see what they doing with Candace Owens? As soon as she started talking against Israel and going against Erica Kirk, she done divided her whole audience, man. Some people fuck with her now, some people don't. So it's just how that shit go. But as long as she was talking about niggas, shit, yeah, they loved her.
Yeah, they were loving her then.
So that's how that shit go, man. You gotta watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? Black people do not let ourselves become vessels for white supremacy, man. Like at the end of the day, man, that shit is clown shit, bro. Brandon Tatum, regardless
Corny.
of how you believe, bro, like you ain't have to do that no whole ass shit like that. This is a case where this ain't no street nigga, this ain't no hood shit. This is literally a decent family, decent boy that you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's shady, bro. It's just shady shit. Regardless of what we know so far, we know that this shit's shady, bro. And that's one thing that I feel like the internet having access to these cases can do, because you got a lot of different people with a lot of different perspectives that can look at shit, paint a picture, be like, hey, well, did y'all see this part of it? Did y'all notice this? Then you take it for yourself. You either see that shit or you don't. But at the end of the day, man, that changed the perspective on a lot of these cases, because in the courtroom they just trying to put a narrative out there, bro. If they can make the narrative work, shit, your ass convicted or you innocent. And right now, the system on their side right now, bro. Like it's just what it is, bro. Mississippi is one of them places where shit get covered up, bro. Like shit all the time. Texas one too, but Mississippi, shit, man, shit since the way back, nigga. Shit, Mississippi burning and all that shit. Yeah, you might got a few get caught and shit here and there, but for the most part, shit, these niggas get away with shit, bro. Jordan Hill still ain't got no justice. It's a lot of what you said. The nigga got beat. What was it, Robert Green, or something like that, right? You know what I'm saying? I want to say, he ain't got no justice, man. Like these niggas don't get justice a lot of times in these situations, in these cases, man.
And,
Gotta
and
watch.
you know, and you know what the main thing of all this is, though, y'all. Like I said, one, they trying to throw all that shit on Katie. You know, run that narrative. And two, where's Nolan? Nobody seen Nolan, but they all say they ran into him. You know, they all say they ran into him. You know, um, oh yeah, no doubt. Big play. Yep, yep. They sure have. Yep, they sure have. That's what they do. They did that to Carmelo Anthony dad, man. You know what I'm saying? When fucked his job up. You know what I'm saying? You know, they went fucked his employment up, you know, to stop his living. And then you got that punk ass judge gonna tell that boy, you know what I'm saying, that sentencing that you won't be able to go back to that lifestyle that you was living. As a judge, who the fuck says some shit like that? You know, who says that type of shit? Man, I'm telling you, they be
They don't
watching.
want to see you do good. They don't want to see you do good. They don't want to see you prosper, bro. They look
Yeah,
at it like, oh yeah, they prosper because of this case, or they prosper because of this and that. Because you know, a lot of people really think the Anthony's got rich off of the GoFundMe or some bullshit. Like that's the ignorance that you know what I'm saying. People don't realize like these certain areas, Frisco, I'm guessing Ocean Springs. I ain't never been down there, but these places where money is at. You know what I'm saying? People,
oh yeah,
people
it's on the coast, like old boy said here, the coast. He made it clear, the coast. Yeah, we don't get down like that in the coast. He was pretty much saying we got money down here and all that type of stuff, you know.
yeah. So
So
that shit that shit it's demonic, bro. At the end of the day, man, and people, you know what I'm saying, don't mind using our black body as a sacrifice to keep, you know what I'm saying, some white bodies that probably ain't gonna amount to shit anyway. Half these motherfuckers, man, trust fund babies and goddamn, you know what I'm saying, people who got a little bit of influence and shit, family that's well off and shit. They end
yeah,
up really fucking it off. You know what I'm saying? Like even in my town, some of the parents, some of the kids of the judges and police officers be the worst ones.
oh
Be the
no
most
doubt. You see
motherfuckers,
that
bro.
in this case. You see
But
that
you
in
gotta
this
watch
case
them,
right
bro.
now.
Cause the niggas raised up in the streets, they know. Oh yeah, man, this is the consequences of this shit, bro. They done seen their daddy go. They done seen their brother go. They done seen their cousins go. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers, they see a system where, oh yeah, what you call they cousin out drinking and shit and driving and shit. Somebody escort them home. Yeah, let me escort you home. Make sure you get home safe. But they locking
Yeah,
your black ass up every fucking time. That's what I'm saying, bro. We don't have that same type of luxury. Even in the black cities, man, them black cops ain't quick to just, you know what I'm saying, escort a nigga. They gonna be like, shit, nah, nigga should be out here drinking. Cause you know what I'm saying,
right.
we don't show discretion for our own people. We don't give a damn about looking at ourselves as humans and you know what I'm saying. I can go by case situation on situations and shit like that's how you get 5 cops beating the shit out of a nigga in Memphis. Because at the end of the day, they see themselves as, you know what I'm saying, one side of this shit, and they see everybody else as the other side, the enemy or whatever you want to call it, bro. And we got to start peeping that shit and start, hey, yeah, you might be the enemy if you got this type of mindset of you said too, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. We ain't finna give you the benefit of the doubt no more. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Right. Yeah, I get it, man. Well, shit, bro. Salute to you, man. And shit, we going to catch you on the next one, brother.
Nah, most definitely, man. Shit, RP Nolan, man. Free Carmelo, man. Shit, RP Cypress Building. Man, shit, the list really go on, bro. We be here all day, man, naming everybody that we done had lost, bro. Or we done lost to the system. So, y'all be
Yeah,
cool out there. Y'all be blessed, bro, for real.
already, brother. Peace. Man, salute to my brother from another mother, Jalen, man. Yeah, we definitely, always in a dog fight, man. That's just the way it is, man. But you know, we see the bullshit that's going on, and man, we just got to keep doing what we do best. That's fight to live to see another day. With that being said, man, I'm up out of here, y'all. It's been a good one, and salute to everyone that did donate and participate and hit the like button and all that good stuff on the channel. Definitely appreciate it, and see you guys on the next one. Peace.